Gabriel from heaven came, his wings as drift and snow, his eyes as flame. All hail, Saint Eva, holy maiden Mary, most highly favored lady, Gloria. Amen, blessed Mother, thou shalt be, our generations laud and honor thee. Thy son shall be, and will not cease
girlfriend's Ava.
Ava, okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I never asked you for that relationship.
Welcome, everyone, for our Tuesday meditation group here in Vista, California, at the Temple of Clarity. It's a great opportunity for us to take in this moment, this now moment, and look at our own journeys as we have all traveled through time and reached this level of spiritual growth and understanding to invest in our divine nature, invest in our rainbow body of light, invest in the Merkaba and our souls by sitting with the divine, the holy, the infinite, the Divine Mother, however you best conceive of what that means to you through your own individual experience as reality mirrored back to you. The beauty, the holiness. The sacredness of life, the joy, the love. And as we embody that, as we emanate that, spiritual forces begin to create a pillar of light around you, in, through, and around all your light bodies, pulling you as a spiral upward into higher and higher dimensions of God consciousness, God awareness. So we take this moment and we take this practice of sitting with the divine, sitting with the masters and the Buddhas, opening those higher parts of our Buddhic mind to the inner peace that we are eternally, the inner stillness that we are in infinity. Today, with all the confusion and drama that is filling the world, we can rise above it, rise into a higher vision of this evolutionary process and see it through the eyes of God, see it through the eyes of the Divine Mother, see it through the eyes of your God presence. And we say, peace, be still to the noise and distractions. Peace, be still. And in that stillness is joy. In that stillness is the allness of the One. So let us take that in during this meditation, in this now moment, that we are the lucky ones. We are the fortunate ones who have chosen to stand against the mass consciousness and rise above the unconscious and sit in the light of our own God presence and enjoy the love that the Divine Mother emanates. So, before we begin, I just want to say to our online viewers, take a moment to make your space, to own your space where you are. Activate your heart chakra. Activate your crown chakra. And activate the spiritual eye to see with clarity. And we connect you, each and every one, on this broadcast in the Antakarana of light, the web of life. We connect each and every one of you to this temple of clarity. So make this moment count. Infuse it with your will to rise above the noise. You will it so, you make it so. And by your choice, all of heaven comes to answer your determination. And you anchor that light here. So let's start this meditation, but I just want to open with a prayer, and then we'll go directly into the holy meditation. Divine Mother, Spirit of the living God, O Father, Alpha, I am that I am, El Shaddai, Elohim, Yahweh. Come now into your temples. Come now and feed each of your sons and daughters the living light. We come to be with you. We invite all the masters and Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of heaven from every heaven world and every Buddhic plane of consciousness, and we open the portal of light in this temple. Let the ladder descend with the angels and the Holy Spirit. Fill this room. Oh, fill this room with your presences. Come, O Holy Spirit. Come, O fire of God. We welcome you. So we are coming back, but this stay in that place of relaxed awareness, of appreciation of where you are on your journey, and the countless angels and masters who have walked with you, guided you, to all those who've gone before that are praying for us on the other side. We honor you, we thank you. To all of our spiritual family and all those who are supporting us in all dimensions. We recognize you, we thank you. To the Divine Mother, whose love connects us all, raises us all, nurtures us all. Really our best friend, our confidant. We thank you, we honor you. To all the angels, who help keep this universe running. We see you. We acknowledge you. And we beam from our God presence, love, light to you. To the invisible ones, the little ones, the fairies, the gnomes, the sylphs in the clouds, the undines that swim in the water, the oceans and the lakes and rivers. The elemental beings of earth, air, fire, water, and ether. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this earth, for this place for us to evolve, for the food that we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, the space we have to grow. And to the totality of all that there is, all that there ever was, and all that there ever will be. We expand our awareness to the very edges of the universes, and we fill all space with our love and gratitude for all that there is. And we leave our mark, our soul song, in all universes, in all places, in all earths, in every atom of all that there is. And we stamp it with a thank you. I am grateful. I love you. As a way of sealing this meditation, we now spin the spiritual forces of good from heaven as we funnel in this energy into this time and into this space. And we sweep away, we vacuum away all the discord, all that is of fear, unconscious frequencies, in a new vibration of love light, a new accelerating spiral of God good, of brother sisterhood, of community, of the wisdom of the Divine Mother, and all that we want to infuse for our brothers and sisters who will come after we're gone. And we vacuum it up, all the negativity, and we repolarize it, and out the other end comes a beautiful lotus blossom, a beautiful rose energy of the perfection of the Divine Mother, the perfection of her creation. And all is washed away like a dream, and a new reality is birthed. A new vision of hope and happiness and family and joy and beauty. And now let's travel to Bill Brainerd's home in Oceanside, California. In our higher bodies, in our higher minds, in our God presence, and we are in his bedroom now. And we create a plane composed of pure light. And we say, take it when you want to. This plane takes you to heaven. And we see a light coming down from the heaven worlds, filling his bedroom with pure, crystal clear light. And the stairway to heaven is waiting. We call to the soul of Bill Brainerd to look up through the spiritual eye and see your path into the light, where many are waiting to give you their love and appreciation for all that you did, all the good. And now let us just spend a moment in prayer, communing with your own individualized God presence, and let the words and the poetry and the song sing through you in this moment. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So today is November 10th. I'm just going to read from this book of David's, Light on the Path, Inspiration for Each Day. David Christopher Lewis. I find these very timely. They're just short paragraphs, inspirational thoughts that help give insight and reminders of our true purpose here. So November 10th, when you are involved in the work of the sun daily in some way gardening of energies of the sun in your work and service, there is an amazing alchemy that manifests whereby that light is perfused into all that you are involved in. The radiance of light, the virtues of the sun itself are inculcated within your world, your life, and you see yourself as an expression of the sun, as another resonator of cosmic frequencies delivered by the sun to all life within its domain. And when you yourself become, through your own sun center, a distributor of the frequencies of God's light and quintessences of the Divine One within your domain, here and now, every hour of your waking consciousness, and even during your sleep. So that last paragraph was, and then you become, through your own God center. So the masters have always talked about that we are sons, the S-U-N. And when we harmonically resonate with the great central sun in that cosmic song that Father, Mother, God is singing through these light frequencies, we become distributors of these frequencies naturally, easily, effortlessly, joyfully, shining our light and you can see that in plants and trees, and everything is just flowering effortlessly, joyfully, without struggling. In the heart center, it's very big part of the practice is to sun gaze. and it's been taught for thousands of years, but sun gazing here in San Diego, you can do it the best, I guess, at sunsets. And just to watch the sun as it goes down and drink in the golden light that is streaming from Helios and Vesta and from the sun behind the sun is a magical, joyful time. On my YouTube channel, I have many, many videos of just the sunset. Each one is unique. Each one is different. Each one is the best TV show on earth. Just to watch the sunset. Many times when I'm watching the sunset, I'll park alongside the road up on a cliff or something like that, and I observe other people around me, and it's a holy moment. You can see the faces of the people light up. There's like this silence that comes over everyone, where everybody is stopping what they're doing, what they're thinking, and are just watching this manifestation of God, this vision of God in all of its glory and light and beauty. And sometimes there is like almost like a stunned silence. It's just so beautiful. It's just so glorious. And I try to look into the sun, acknowledge that this represents Father, Mother, God in my heart. And as I stream that out through my heart and through my vision and my awareness, there is a return current that occurs, and there's this interchange of my awareness and this larger awareness, this bigger picture, this understanding, this giver of life. Comes over me like a warm blanket, could describe it. Yogananda taught sun gazing, and he taught that you should cup your hands like little cups and put them over your eye after you've sun gazed for a couple minutes. And what you see is the after image perfectly clearly in your spiritual eye. And this after image is so clear and so amazing that you have drunk the light of God in your spiritual eye and is now there with you forever. So it's like you cup your hands. I'll just show people online if I can show you. Cup your hand like that, and you look out your spiritual eye, and you see it every time. It's and I was doing this with my friends from Tucson who were visiting, And we could see that everyone on the beach, a crowded beach, had stopped, and they were all sun gazing along with us. They were all sun gazing. And there was some people doing yoga, and even the children were receiving this light. Both hands, yeah, I couldn't do it because of my microphone, but it's both hands. You cup your eyes using, like your palm, you anchor your palm like this, and it really blocks the light from coming into your eye, and your spiritual eye becomes so prominent. The after image starts to appear, and it's this beautiful sun with many, many rainbow colors. And from there, you penetrate that sun and go beyond the sun behind the sun, the creator of all life. And Yogananda teaches that there is a star that appears, and that is the door that takes you into superconsciousness. So if you know what you're looking for, Yogananda said it's a scientific method that he taught, because if you follow these steps, you will have these results. And he said you can prove it yourself. And it's like baking a cake. You put the recipe together, follow the instructions, you will get there. You will see. So in the sun, through the sun, is a star. It's a 6-pointed star, and it's blue. And Yogananda says that there will be a sound. And the sound sounds like the ocean, the Om. It sounds like when you put the seashell to your ear, there is this sound. And that is the sound of the Divine Mother. It is the sound of creation itself. It is the sound of the Holy Spirit. And that sound, as you start to travel through the sun, going towards the star, you will hear it louder and clearer. And along with the sound will come as I'm going back to my memory of this journey, it sounds like, I want to say, the rushing river, or it just gets incredibly loud. And you are immersed in this sound and in this light. So we are sons. We are this light that have taken these forms, these bodies, these minds, for just a short period of time. And when we leave, we become the sun again, the light body, the rainbow body, with the totality of all of our experiences, all the things that we learned, and we add that to the collective knowing of the greater experience and the ever unfolding of God consciousness, the ever expanding. As we report back to Father, Mother, God, what we saw, what we enjoyed, what we liked, what we want to pray for, and the change happens. So this teaching about becoming the sun center, a distributor of the frequencies of God's light, the quintessences of the Divine One. In the here and now. And here he says, even during your sleep. That's a topic within itself. So, to hold on to the light and to progress in the divine worlds, the masters have taught certain sleep techniques so that we just don't fall into the unconscious. The unconscious collective fear and the mass consciousness of the monkey minds. We have to be able to step out of that mind. So the masters have taught ways of bypassing the unconscious when you sleep. One, of course, is always to pray before you go to sleep. Ask for your guardian angel, your sponsoring master. You know, those, everybody pretty much knows those techniques, of course, to pray so that we don't just end up in the astral plane or something. The masters have set up these spiritual retreats in the etheric so that we can go traveling to these beautiful palaces, these beautiful temples, connect with our spiritual family, connect with our spiritual guides. And there are some books on the etheric temples of the Ascended Masters that you can purchase online or through the Heart Center website. Yogananda also taught sleeping techniques that I use every night. I have the most fantastic dreams. I have the most amazing dreams that sometimes I just can't wait to go to sleep. Go back to that place with the masters and the angels. And I always, of course, I do my prayer, and then I do my mantra, and then I look out the spiritual eye, and I hold that vision of the sun, of the light, because eventually, if you are peering in your spiritual eye into the darkness, there is the light that appears. You can say it's a sun, this light that appears, and if you just stare at that light, if you just focus on that light, you will feel yourself like traveling through time and space, and then you wake up in another dream world of the Buddhas, of the heaven worlds. Another technique is if you can remember to look at your hand in your dream. When that happens, if you look at your hand in your dream, you have woken up in the dream world. You are conscious in this dream world. And at that moment, you look at your hand, you're able to travel anywhere that you want. You are awake. You can go visiting friends. You can fly. You are a free being. You can go to the pyramids. You can go to Hawaii. And it only takes a few seconds. So when you look at your hand, your conscious mind has penetrated the unconscious, and you are now awake in your dream. Something fun to try. So if anybody has anything to share along those lines or anything else, I can pass the microphone.
I just have a quick comment about the meditation you took us through and the visit to Bill's room. I don't know if you know his background, but he was a pilot. So funny that you brought in a plane for him. He spoke of planes all the time. So that was really perfect. I'm sure he enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know about Bill was a pilot for, I forget what airlines, and it's something he's familiar with, something that he's comfortable with, something that he really enjoys. And in this time where he is transitioning, it comes in various steps. Let's all keep praying for him every day. We are his spiritual army, so to speak. They keep the noise away from him and keep him focused at the light. And a light plane would be something that he would be very happy to jump into and take it for a quick flight. And so we'll hold him in a sphere of light, and Lori too, and the house, and that whole area in a impenetrable bubble of light, a sphere of light. That the angels can easily transport to another dimension. He's in very good hands, I'm sure, and there are many people praying for him right now, for his victory. Because in a way, it's a graduation. You finished your tour of duty here in time and space. You've added to the growth of this planet and the greater works of bringing balance to Earth again, because it was really out of balance for a while. And now it's time to go flying around in other places. So let us hold that vision. I want to conclude this meditation and seal this service. I want to thank all those who are participating online, on Facebook and on YouTube, and the heartcenter.org master server. And let us all use our time wisely, invest in our light bodies and our rainbow bodies. I want to remind everyone that there is an event about to happen in Tucson, Arizona. And I'll read a little bit about it. The Elohim of the 5 crystal rays sing a new song, December 17th and 20th. In Tucson, Arizona. You can register now on the Heart Center website. I'm going. So the crystal ray Elohim are cosmic graces that are coming to bless the earth with new understandings about this, and there'll be live messages from all of them. It's at a spiritual retreat, a Catholic monastery. And we were there, 4 or 5 years ago for another event like this. And it's a kind of, they have food there, they have a cook there, they have rooms there, everybody's there. It's right at the edge of town in Tucson, Arizona. And we have our own meeting room there where we have our event. I think the rooms are like $120 a night, and that includes 3 meals. The registration for the event is $160. So once you're there, you don't have to leave. You can just be in the light. Now these new teachings, we have no idea what they're going to be, but the understanding that they are cosmic graces, interesting. They have never spoken before. We've had messages from the 7 Elohim, but the crystal ray Elohim and this new teaching of the crystal rays is a higher teaching that is, apparently humanity has just become ready to receive. To be there in person is going to be tremendous. So you can look up that online. There's also it's going to be broadcast, and I think the broadcast is $75 for the whole conference, the whole 3 days, and they are jam-packed with meetings and events and all those kind of things. It's also a wonderful time to meet your spiritual family, other light workers, because they come from all over the world to this event. The last time we had the event in Tucson, Arizona, there were, I think there were 9 Buddhist monks that wanted to come. They were trying to get their visas and everything. Well, because the event was on the Dhyani Buddhas, which they really liked. And apparently they found out about it over there in Malaysia and in I forget what other countries they came from, but only 2 of them made it to the last time. Some of them got lost. I guess, as I remember, they got lost somehow in the airport or whatever. And so, could you imagine these little Buddhist monks that came to hear these messages of these Buddhas, the Dhyani Buddhas, and they came with, gifts. They brought all sorts of gifts from the country that they were from. So these events are attended. I guess they're known about all around the world. And so that spiritual retreat, it would be like an immersion in the light for 3 days. So take a look at the website, take a look at the event, see if it's calling you, speaking to you to come. That's kind of my hobby. I love going to these conferences and retreats and meditations. It's what I do for fun. I know a lot of light workers do the same thing. So in the name of the Christ, in the name of the I am that I am, I call to the angels to gather up all these energies of peace and stillness and wholeness and holiness, and lay them in a basket to bring to the Divine Mother as roses from our heart. And we ask that every person on earth receive this light. Receive forgiveness, graces, and a new vision of happiness in the light of the Christ. Good night, everyone. God bless you. I'll be broadcasting again tomorrow. I don't know for how. I'll be continuing broadcasting. I guess we are in purple here in California or in San Diego. I don't know what that means to live events, but I will continue broadcasting every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Good night and God bless you.
Om.